What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video we have a 2001, I think that's what it is, club car DS. Again, another DS, another Will It Run video. I got this golf cart kind of for free. I mean, it is for free with some leg work. I had a guy last year give me two old roypow lithium batteries that he didn't think was any good, and he couldn't power them on, and he was tired of kicking them out of his way, and he'd moved on in life and got some other lithiums or whatever. And he said, if you want these batteries, come get them, you can have them. He says, I just don't want nothing to do with them no more. So got them home and hit the power button, nothing happened, and held the power button down for like 5 to 10 seconds. The light came on, and then I hooked the charger up to them. It charged the batteries up. I placed them in one of my golf carts to see if it would actually power it, and it did. But like I said, the top of the battery was kind of scraped up where some of the screen printing or whatever, however they label the top of the roypow batteries, some of that was kind of rubbed off. I don't know how old the battery was. Generally, they'll have like a little sticker on top of the battery. That was gone. So I don't know if it was like an old warranty battery or whatever. So one of the batteries, I traded a guy for a little four-wheeler, just to tinker with around the house. It was an 80cc Kawasaki KFX 80, and my son rode it around once or twice. He really was too big for it. Anyways, this guy had this golf cart on Marketplace, and it did not run, and he was looking for trades. So I said, hey, I got this little four-wheeler, would you be interested? Woke up the next day, he said possibly. Later on that afternoon, he was like, let's just do it. What the heck, let's just do it. So I went last night, picked this right here golf cart up from him, and the only thing I know is it is a 2001, and I think it's 36 volts. So I haven't looked at it no more. I wanted to make, you know, an authentic as possible video, and we'll get it into the shop and start working on it. Last video, I seemed to upset some of you guys over that. It was like just a big joke, like I was leaving YouTube, but in reality, I was just quitting the break. Some of y'all got butt hurt out of that, which was kind of, you know, just seemed very minuscule, but whatever. So things like that happen. But anyways, we're gonna get the golf cart in the shed and start going over it and checking it out, and then we'll see if we can fix it on today's video. All right, so this is what I got. This is a 01 DS. It's a clean little cart on the outside. Let's get you off the tripod. Let you check it out. Little South Carolina tree. Got a little sea turtle on there. The front pockets look clean. The dash looks clean as well. What's that? A0014 series cart. It is 36 volts, and it is a resistor cart. So the resistor coils behind the two batteries in the middle. So that's what we got. Looks like the solenoid's down between the front two batteries and the front of the golf cart. Back seat, not a flip seat, but looks like a full-size seat base. DPI charger. Not a bad looking little cart. You know, we could work with this. Still has registration on it until 27. The headlights look very clean. Got a pile of trash over there I need to sweep up. I haven't done it. It's a workshop. Roof looks fine. Underneath it looks fine as well. It's got a 5-panel mirror. Folding windshield. Not a bad little cart. I think the first thing I'm going to do, check the batteries like always. See what we got. Take this right here off. It's got a date code and it says B9, so If it's a 2019 batteries, they're at least 5 years old, probably shot, probably need to be replaced anyway. Kind of see what we got here. 6.27, 6.25, 6.28, 6.28, 6.29, 6.29, 37.8 volts. So they're low, but we do have voltage. It looks like the solenoid's right down here between these two batteries down here. I think I see something. Let me get you guys in here a little bit closer. You see what I'm working with? The one white wire that's on this white wire here, it has power. This white wire here does not have power, but look like the solenoid has melted off there. All right, so I went ahead and I took the white wire that's bent over there on the left. I took it off of that left terminal where it was melted, and I put it on the right terminal there, so both of those are together. That means the solenoid is bypassed. This is not a safety thing here, and the golf cart should operate with the key switch off. See, the key switch is off there. Okay. I hooked the battery back up over here. I didn't hook the charge cable. I didn't hook the headlight ground wire up either, so that's hooked up. Right now the golf cart is in neutral. So if I move this to one side or the other, we're going to reverse first. So it's in reverse. And the golf cart runs. So it also looks like the V-Glide switch, put it in drive, it wants to go. So it runs. All right, here we go, guys. I don't know if you can see that or not, but look at that F&R switch. Mighty black, mighty hot. And the resistors are definitely throwing off some heat in here as well. All right, so here's the deal. I went ahead and unhooked the battery because the F&R switch was smoking. And I know from experience that on series golf carts, the F&R switch is generally the weakest link in a system. And when I say that, I'm really talking for something with the controller. And so I was thinking, well, the F&R switch may need to be changed. So I got on my parts book here, and I don't sell parts for people, so I use Amazon parts. And I'll put links to everything I use generally in the description below these videos, so you can get a direct link to what I used and either check it out, or you know what I mean, or order one for yourself, whatever. So the F&R switch for these are like 50 bucks. And the solenoids surprised me. 36 volt solenoid, it's like $15, $16. I can really splurge $20. And so really, I think I'm gonna go ahead and order an F&R switch and a solenoid for this right here. And I might even splurge and spend up to $100 and get me some mags that snap on to the side just to cover these hideous looking factory steel wheels. Went in and hooked up the charger. It's charging. It says it's charging and it's powered on. All right, it's been about 5 or 6 hours since the last clip, and this right here is done. It's charged. It's cut off. I need to check and see what the voltage is of the batteries now with the charger unplugged. It's coming in about 39.4 volts. All right, it's been a couple of days. I made an order off of Amazon so we can fix some of this stuff. We got us some new wheels, mag wheels, covers. And this right here is going to be the solenoid. And I also ordered 10 LOL F&R switch for the golf cart, and the reason why is because this switch here was smoking. Now, I don't believe there's anything wrong with this one at all as far as the mount goes. This right here is a stock club car mount there. This right here was the selector that went into the middle of it, right into here. Okay, and sat in there like that. Then on the back side of it back here, you had like a little pin that went through here, and a washer and some stuff like that. However, after I took it for its first spin with the solenoid bypassed, one of these right here terminals was smoking. I believe it's this one on the right was smoking because it was a lot more darker than the one on the left. So if I could have just purchased these pieces right here, I would have. Now I looked on some club car DS parts manuals where I could just see if I could just buy these, but it didn't have those. And I think over time, the tops of these right here wear out. Check it out. Didn't even open it up yet. F&R handle, mounting bolts and hardware. And here is the thing there. So I went ahead and took the lower copper bar, cut it in half, and made it where they won't connect any longer, because on the stock switch they weren't connected, or they didn't really have those bars there, but this right here spot and that spot didn't connect on the stock one, so that's what I did there. All right, got the gray wire going in there, green and orange going in here. Before we mount the F&R switch, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage and replacing this right here solenoid down here as well, since we have that little bit of open space there. Once we get the solenoid in there, we can go ahead and mount the F&R switch, and once we get that mounted, then we should be in business. There's right here the lug coming out, you know, that don't look right. Look like it exited the chat. Kind of like some of the subscribers on the last video that got butt hurt over a joke. This is a 36 volt solenoid that I bought to put in its place. So I'll show you my flaws here. See that? Don't you love that strip bolt right there at the very top? I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that piece of copper there. We'll put this right here, terminal back on here. There's one lug back on here. Might have to take the Dremel, give me some more room right in here, just so I can place this little red wire here on there as well, because I forgot to add it earlier. That seemed to work. Probably should have did that to begin with, but I didn't. Anyways, all right, so I have everything put back together, and we don't have a golf cart that runs. It will not run right now. So I got the multimeter out, and what's crazy is the key switch here should have two terminals on the back of it, and I have not pulled it out just yet, but the key switch should have a red wire that comes down here to the bottom left of this main orange wire down here as well that goes to the battery. So basically I could have just ran this right here to the battery, to this right here side of the F&R lever, okay? Since that red comes over here, and it goes into the battery. Then after the key switch comes out blue right here. But the problem I'm getting is with the key switch on or the key switch off, I have power. So it lets me know there's something up with the key switch. And I should have did all of this to start with, like I generally do. But once I seen the solenoid, I just, oh, well, that's probably what it is. Well, that's not what it is. And we're having to check some of these other things. And look at there. It's not even hooked up at all. Somebody has bypassed that together. And in fact, looks like they have used some, oh Lord have mercy, these twist ties here, which is not good. They've got butt connectors on here as well. So we got a red one that's going to the F&R switch, And then the blue wire here, I don't know if you can see that, that's going to a little switch on top of the F&R switch before it goes to the solenoid. So when these are together, it has 48 volts. When they're not, they don't. So what I'm gonna do here, put some spade trimmers on here, get them on this key switch, and then the key switch should work like it's supposed to. Then we'll move on to our next problem. But it goes to show you, I should have started doing from there in the beginning of the video, and I wouldn't have been here now, but I didn't. So now we got the key switch hooked up. See there? We have power there. No power. So our next issue we have now is the solenoid's not clicking. So it lets us know that the switch inside the V-Glide probably isn't working, and we need to fix that. There's the micro switch with the 2 red connectors. Once you press the pedal, it's supposed to release that little switch up, and that little metal leg should pop up. And what that does is it pushes continuity through the switch. All right, went ahead and I got this V-Glide off. Got the micro switch out the bottom of it as well, or the inside of it as well. This is what the micro switch looked like here. Okay. And that little plastic piece is gone in there as well. So that micro switch has failed in the same way that the one did in a previous Will It Run video on another Club Car DS. So what I'm thinking of doing, since this is the same micro switch, I believe, as the ones that came on the F&R switch, we're not using these two here. I might just try to remove one of them, and by removing one, replace the broken one back on here, so the screw links there will still line up and match, and then using that one inside the V-Glide. All right, went ahead and removed the switch, put the old one back in place. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to remove the F&R lever again because the nuts that those Phillip head screws tighten into, they fell out of the housing, so we're gonna have to remove that. Hit the switch, it closes. All right, V-Glide is all hooked back up. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when it does this. Well, let's prolong this video because I got to order a V-Glide now. That one bolt, it snapped going back in place after I had that switch right there replaced. I only had to just take this right here out, put those nuts behind that, and we were done. This right here would have worked then. But now we need to order a V-Glide. So I'm trying to cool off. That bit me at the last second. So, you know, this is a 36 volt resistor cart, and most people wouldn't even try to get it back running. They would just probably solid state swap it, you know, even go AC on it. Like, I get that. I just wanted to make a Will It Run video. We got it to run. My plan was not to even keep this cart. I was just getting rid of it. I had some hubcap wheels just to clean it up a little bit more. Then I was gonna turn it or try to trade it for something, since I went from a battery that was given to me to a little four-wheeler. The four-wheeler got this right here. And if I could've got this right here running, then I was gonna try to trade it for maybe like a non-running truck, because my boy's about to turn 15 this year. And if we could get us like a truck to work on, you know, not really out of pocket much money. We got like $100 in this right here so far. And that's what my plan was. I don't know. I don't think this is a fail because we drove it earlier once we had some things bypassed. It wasn't 100% right, but we did drive it. You know, the listing on it said non-running, and that's okay, but we did drive it. I don't know. I'm gonna put this video out anyway because this is the kind of crap you deal with when you're trying to work on something. Sometimes last minute, like I'm working on this, and you know, I'm not gonna have a V-Glide in time for a video. I don't want to release it because I want to show it running up down the road, but you know, not everyone is going to be a success. I just ran out of time for a video. I didn't run out of time for the golf cart because that's the only thing we need now is that V-Glide, and she's going to work just fine. I know it will. So this might be just like a part 1 or something. Maybe we might do a part 2. We might even, I don't know, I might even try to trade it for something else in the next part. That's a possibility. Anyways, appreciate you watching today's video, and we'll see you next time.